Okay, the stream should be live again for the second freaking third time. Ah, so I restarted the app. I restarted everything. I exited the game. I saved it before I left. So hopefully it's still on the same part where we left off before the stream cut off. And yeah, let's continue again. If it doesn't work, I guess I'll try recording it and then uploading it. I'm just gonna go for a few more minutes and then I'm gonna stop at a certain point. Cause I don't know how. I don't think my phone can handle the stream or whatever. But I'll try my best. Alright, give me a few minutes to wrap things up here and I'll drive you to the nearest hospital. So, I just told her, to recap, I just told her what happened about the letter and that the place is cursed and everyone's like, some people are freaking out like what is she talking about? And I don't think Rose believes me. But we'll see what happens. Let's continue.
No, no! You don't understand! There isn't a condition, Rose. No concussion at all. I'm fine. But this place isn't, and you're being stubborn about it.
See, Rose? You're gonna disappear in this mansion if you don't want to leave. Before Rose could open her mouth for a retort, a hand lands on both of our shoulders, pulling the two of us a distance closer.
Now, ladies, what seems to be the problem here?
Nothing, sir. I just had to clarify a few things with my colleague.
Well, it certainly seems intense. A smile fits the two of you better, in my opinion. Especially darling little Lily here.
He gives me my shoulder. He gives my shoulder a gentle squeeze with an inscrutable smile spreads across his face.
It's Isabella, sir.
Don't you know my name? I
Of
told you several
course.
times.
But my point still stands. And with two beautiful ladies here, I'm sure.
And I'm sure little Lily here would certainly appreciate it if you remove your pretty hands from her, darling.
Oh, someone's pissed. Oh, intense stuff going on now. The pressure on my shoulder lifts as soon as those words leave his wife's lips, while the skull on her face is like a splash of cold water on me. It is also impossible to miss the displeased frown on Miss McCulloch's face. The realization that we might lose this cell because of our outbursts instantly dawns on me. Rose will be beyond pissed.
I think I need to step out for a while. I'll be back.
Bowing my head, I mutter a quick apology and gather my stuff to make quick exit. Hey, Duismo. Glad you could make it to the stream. Hope work is going well. And don't sweat too much about the streams. They always turn into videos, so you can watch them anytime. And you can share them too if you enjoy the videos. It doesn't matter if this place is haunted or not. I've caused trouble, and Rose can be quiet, unforgiving for behavior like this. I'm almost at the door when she catches up to me.
Isabella, wait!
Bitch, I'm leaving. This place is haunted, and I'm going home. Like Cartman always says, screw you guys, I'm going home. The apprehension must have been quite obvious on my face, because her expression instantly shifts to something gentler, eyes softer, a fond smile spreading on her lips.
Hey, I'm not angry.
I know. I'm sorry I ruined this for you.
Come on, you didn't ruin anything. It's not like we haven't ran into any problems before.
Alright, later, Duismo.
If we don't get a deal today, we can always try on a different day.
Yeah, there's more time.
Look,
She hesitates, completely trailing off, before shifting her gaze down to her hands, a small gesture to stop. Her fingers, her, blah, blah, blah. Her fingers are fiddling with the piece of folded paper. It's that stupid letter again. My hands stiffen when she gives it back, but I take it nevertheless, more as an automatic response than any desire to have it back. I'll throw it away if I can, but I have this nagging feeling that, one way or another, it'll find its way back to me regardless of what I do about it.
Rose, this is... You have to let them know about...
I know you want us to get this sale so badly, and we've made a lot of plans on how to go about this. I mean, who wouldn't? This is the first time I've been assigned to a property like this. I've sold plenty of houses before, but nothing like what we have here. It's a beautiful house. I'd love to get one of my own if I ever win the lottery. But I think... Look, here's the thing, Isabella. If we are going to do this, work on something, I don't know, this big, I need you in top shape. And the way you are now...
My mind stops.
What? Wait. No, I can still work. I just need to get myself together.
I can do this. We can sell the mansion. Just gotta believe.
That's what you said earlier. I let it go because I thought, hey, it's your own body and you should know more than anyone how you feel. But after this, I really think you should take a break.
You're kicking me out?
No, I'm not. Look, all I'm asking is for you to take a seat somewhere I can see you, and let me handle this for now. You're clearly not yourself, and I honestly could use some time not worrying when you'll fall over or not. The day's not even over, and I'm already feeling the stress. Please, humor me just this once.
She claps her hand together in front of her, eyes pleading for understanding. And I do understand. To some extent. That doesn't mean I'll feel any less awful. Whether at myself at the lucky turn the situation has taken, or for her, I don't really know.
I promise I'll give you a full report of what happens after. I'll even let you take the lead tomorrow.
Fine. Okay. I'll step aside for now.
You're upset.
A little, yeah, obviously.
What the? I need the money.
If it's any consolation, I won't tell the boss about today. You know how he is.
Please,
I wonder who's the
don't.
boss.
I don't want a repeat of the lecture I got during my first assignment. He called me a noob, and I don't even know what that means.
Don't you call noobs people who play video games? Not forget. At the memory, we both burst into helpless giggles, earning us strange looks from the guests mailing at the door. Talking and laughing like this, it's easy to forget any mishaps that happen. Little things you learn to appreciate, I guess.
So, are we good?
Yeah, we're good. I'm still not okay with it, but Rose has a point. It's better for me to step out of this one for now.
I won't be able to help you anyways if I keep getting distracted like this. Maybe I'll just take a walk outside or something while I wait for you to wrap things up.
Please, just stay put. I insist.
I'm not an invalid, Rose.
You clearly have not seen how you looked earlier.
It's not that bad.
Color hasn't even returned to your cheeks yet. Just stay here, all right? Don't even think of going anywhere. Let me finish what I'm doing here, and then I'll take you back to Luxembourg myself to have that minor bump checked.
The minor
Please
bump.
wait for me to call
When
someone
I
who will
fell
fetch
down.
you, okay?
When I fell down from the first episode. Yeah. It was just a minor bump. Don't worry about it. I'll be fine. There's no curse. There's no ghost. She's gone before I can even voice one word of complaint. Left with nothing else to do, I find myself drifting back to the foyer. A few visitors linger in the area, some merely enjoying the afternoon silent streaming through the stained glass windows. Others can be seen admiring the priceless antiques decorating the room. One group of the elderlies, gathered some ways across from me, is occupied in a friendly banter about which one would cost more to buy. A little argument here and occasional laughter and teasing there. I smile to myself. The conversation reminds me of what I've been missing these past few months. Rose is probably right. I do need a break. Maybe this afternoon's hangout will help. Speaking of, I should call Ash. I should call Ash for Pallet Town. Gotta catch him all. Gotta catch him all. All the ghost Pokemon. Ah. And if it's a few hours early, but from what I've told him, but he did ask for a call once I'm done. Besides, I don't have a ride back. He offered, so I might as well take it, or bribe him into giving me one. Not that he'll ever accept the latter personal convictions and all. Honestly, if there's something I find admirable in him, despite his tendency to annoy the hell out of me, it's that. Well, whatever way works. A free ride is a free ride. There's Rose's offers too, but despite what she says, I know she'll be busy for the rest of the afternoon, especially without me assisting. Bothering her for a favor as small as this is the last thing I want to do right now. A couple minutes and a few prayers asking for a decent signal later, the call finally connects and
Shit! I'm Ash from the Lux City. Baggers, watch out, can't beat me. Looking for trouble? Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup, I'm Ash from the Lux City.
what the freak is this? What in the world is this?
Better not lie. I'm a cool dude, pretty fly for an Asian guy. Sup,
I was just gonna keep repeating it. That's so funny. What?
Shit, how loud is this thing even?
A sharp ringing fills the entire heart, disrupting the pleasant quiet that has settled. Soon enough, heads begin to turn in search of the source, mine included. My eyes start around the small crowd before zero in on a lone figure crouched behind the same group of old people checking out the deck doors moments ago. He is facing away from me, fumbling with something in his hands. But I don't need to see his face to know whose back it is. Oh, I recognize that dumb Parker anyway. Without bothering to end the call, I marched towards him. After what happened today, I'm really not in the mood to deal with this. He went to the Ashton Frey. He ended up going. Oh, bastard. What happens next is something I'll surely regret later for not having recorded. He jumps, lets out an undignified yelp, followed by his phone slipping out of his grip. It bounces from one hand to the other in his poor attempt to catch it, before ultimately falling flat on the floor with a resounding clack, clack. I kind of feel sorry for the phone and the floor, but it's not every day that you can catch someone like Ash off guard and get a reaction. Damn his stupid detective senses. I'll take every ounce of victory I could get, no matter how small. An awkward pause passes between us. A blink, a cough. He makes a face, and then in a too quick motion, he ducks and retrieves his abused gadget, while a grin threatens to break out of my lips. He doesn't meet my eyes when he straightens, but a flash has crept up his neck and cheeks. In another universe, where we haven't known each other for 5 years and suffering through his teasing isn't a day-to-day occurrence, chances are I'd find that adorable. Endearing, even. Unfortunately, this is that kind of world. The way things are, I'm already content to see him out of his obnoxiously calm and collected disposition.
Hello to you too, scaredy cat. I could stand to be greeted like a normal person, you know.
What? And miss that look on your face? No way. Oh man, I should have taken a picture.
I am so honored you find this funny. Is that how you treat your guests? I think I need to talk to your supervisor.
Talk to yourself. You aren't even a guest here. What are you doing here in the first place?
That's a good question. For a moment, he looks like a cat that swallowed the canary. Suddenly, checking every nook and cranny in his phone for any damage or scratches seems to be more interesting activity than explaining himself.
Ash,
I could be looking to buy a house.
a mansion?
Yeah, why not? Did you see the view outside? It doesn't look haunted to me at all.
Ahaha! Wait till you see the ghost. He's messing with me.
Ashton, I am not in the mood. What are you doing here?
He chances a glimpse at some point behind me. The parlor? Curious, I follow his gaze, but before I can figure out what he has caught his attention, he places a hand on my shoulder and turns me back to face him.
I just finished working on something, so I dropped by.
I still don't see how his work has anything to do with why he's here. At my confused look, he drops the hand resting on my arm, like he has touched something particularly hot, and casually rubs the back of his neck.
And I said I'll see if I can pick you up. Turns out I can. Free time and all. So here I am. Figured you'd still be busy, and so I roamed around for a while.
No, we all know why he is here. He wants that. He wants. He likes Isabella. Oh, I'm stretching.
Oh, you should have mentioned that sooner. I was about to throw you out.
Throw me? Hey, I was given a pamphlet. I think that makes me a legitimate client.
Yeah, right.
Mandatory sign-in sheets for clients, Ash. I didn't see your name on it. And you can't just roam around because it says open house. Normal people actually follow an etiquette here.
Right, okay. I think I'll just go ahead and...
No, wait. I wasn't really going to throw you out. Rose said... Never mind. I was just about to leave anyway.
Wait, what? Now?
Something must have shown in my face because he pauses and gives me a long, hard stare. Sometimes I forget how easy reading people is for Ash, given how he often looks as if everything around him is a chore. I avoid his eyes, hoping he'll drop the subject and won't ask any more questions. The last thing I want is to tell him what happened, especially the part about the letter. In fact, he's the last person on earth I'll ever think about telling it to, if I can help it. Sure, he's a dependable guy. God knows how many times he has helped me, even without me asking for it. But stuff like ghosts and the supernatural, he'll never believe those, even if he hears it from a friend, except maybe if it's Becca. On a good day, the most harmless thing he'll do is give you an explanation why those things have no chance of ever being real. At worst, he's insufferable. He'll poke fun at you at every single chance he'll get. Asshole. Asshole. Nice. What did I ever do to him? He never does that to Becca or Zach. I can already imagine how things would go down the moment I spilled a word of what I saw. Nope, over my dead body. Before he catches his attention, I shove the letter deep into my bag.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Well, let's just go.
Doesn't look like a nothing to me.
We still have Zach's movie tonight, remember?
It's still early. And didn't you say your shift will end around 5 or 6? What about... Hey, Isabella, wait up!
Let's go, dude. This place is haunted. There's a curse, there's a ghost, and it wants me dead. And this place keeps changing into blood and stuff all over the walls and darkness. A rush of air greets me as soon as the main doors open. Not the usual autumn draft, but it's still a welcome change from the stifling atmosphere inside the mansion. Ash's footsteps are quick behind me, the soles of his shoes thumping hard against the polished concrete in an awkward cadence as he rushes to catch up. He calls out twice. The mansion still looms in the background. Whispers calling me back. Shadows beckoning. Help me. Oh, heck no! I don't like hearing that in my headphones either. I don't look back. We spend the ride back to Luxborn City in a in a relatively quiet manner, with only the radio's disjointed hum in the background to fill the silence. Occasionally, Ash will reach out to fiddle with it until the signal settles or it's a respectable volume, but otherwise he doesn't say anything. Neither do I. You hear that music? That's nice. However, if the furtive glances he's been sending my way are signs, I know there are there are things he's been itching to ask since we left the mansion. I keep my eyes trained on the passing scenery outside in the small hope that my disinterest will dissuade him.
Here.
All of a sudden, he tosses something at me from a small compartment on his side. It hits me cleanly on the chin before I can make a move to catch it. The small package makes a soft landing on my lap instead.
Sorry.
The glare I send him wipes the smirk about to form cleanly off his face. He clears his throat, focusing his eyes on the road again. I swear, he did that on purpose. Ignoring him, I flip the half-forgotten package on my lap.
I won't say no to free food, but
Free food
why are
is
you
free
giving away
food.
cereal bars?
See? Oh.
I always have one on my person, and you look like you're about to pass out back there.
Well, no shit. That's how it goes. I don't even get a chance to deny it, because right on cue, my stomach rumbles loudly and an empty, gnawing feeling in my belly becomes noticeable. No surprise there. I did skip breakfast and lunch so I could catch Becca while she was on break. I was hoping to get a small meal after. I guess with everything going on, I just forgot until Ash mentioned it. It's not like the hollows feelings new to me, though. If anything, it's just one of those things I've gotten used to ignoring over the years growing up. There, I know the feeling. Thanks. Then I tear open the package and start nibbling on the edge of the bar. Apart from an acknowledged nod, Ash doesn't say anything after that small exchange. For that, I'm thankful. After getting an earful from both Becca and Rose, it's nice to be able to sit down with someone who's not going to nag at you.
How'd the open house go?
Okay, here we go.
The usual. We got a bigger crowd than normal because of the property's fame, but really no different from the typical open house. On second thought, it actually looks like a fancy party more than an open house. I've never felt so underdressed in my life. Weren't you there?
I wasn't really listening.
Wow.
I should have asked someone to kick you out.
No, you won't.
And what makes you so sure?
One, ever since you got assigned to this property, you've been freaking out about it. Rebecca's words, not mine. She's been complaining to me about how you talked your ears off, by the way. Two, despite your initial qualms about the place, you still took the job. Which brings us to three. It's been months since you last settled a deal, and you're short on money right now since you're back to your instant noodle diet.
How do you even know about the last one?
Rebecca. Anyhow, you're hell-bent on selling the mansion. Even if someone you know personally is in the tour group, you aren't going to just kick them out. Every single person who went on your open house is still a prospective client to you, even me.
He's not entirely wrong. Oh man, I walked into that one, didn't I?
I hate you. I really hate you right now.
His answer is a small laugh, the kind that screams, I'm right, I told you so. I hate it when he does that.
I'll have you know that there's already someone who's extremely interested in this property. So even if you expressed any sort of interest in it, I don't think they'd be willing to let you have it. Too bad.
Provided I didn't botch it with the rights. Ma'am Hannah, in particular, didn't look too pleased with what I did. I owe Rose a big apology. I hope she likes free donuts.
You don't seem too happy about it.
I am happy. Doesn't this look like a happy face to you?
Really? And here I was thinking you found another one stuffed in the sofa.
What?
Or is it the wardrobe this time?
He meant that as a joke, but how close is it to the truth made my blood run cold and my own heartbeat a heavy weight in my chest. All at once, the letter in my bag feels a whole lot heavier, burdened by my own guilt and oppression.
Yeah, well, things
Apprehension.
happened. Stuff the right couple might not be pleased about. No need to make a fuss about it. It's normal in the business.
You made them angry?
Not angry, just stuff happened.
I don't want to talk about it, and I never want to go back there, and I never want to remember.
Like?
Things.
Did they do anything? Your clients, the Wrights, was it?
I can't answer that. At least not without revealing everything that took place in the attic. You know what? In this version, we're gonna tell the truth. If no one believes me and they all end up dead in the end, that's their fault. Change the subject, lie to him? Change
You
the
keep
chat?
asking me about my work, yet you haven't said a single word about yours. That's not fair. Both you and Zach have literally disappeared off the face of the earth.
And over exaggerating, but changing the subject to something else is still better than outright lying to him. Besides, it never works on him. I'm not sure if it's because I'm just bad at it, or because he's just really very good at his job. He doesn't answer immediately, only momentarily shifting a glance over me and returning it back to the road when he has to make a sharp turn. Outside, the sun has already started its descent, casting a vibrant orange glow on tall buildings. I wonder how long before we reach the venue for Zach's film. Checking the streetlight signs outside, it appears Ash has taken the longer route. Odd, but he's probably trying to avoid the rush hour traffic.
Didn't we just talk a week ago over chat?
That's different. Linking your awful memes in the group chat box every morning isn't exactly a conversation.
Oh wow, they got the word memes in here.
Excuse me, I don't hear you calling them awful while you're laughing at all of them.
Shut up! And you aren't answering my question.
That earns him a soft punch into his arm. I did laugh at them, but I'm not going to give him the satisfaction of knowing that I find most of them funny. It'll only make his head bigger. Stupid Ash.
All right. Lay off on the abuse. Remember that case I mentioned before? We've been trying to pin the bastard down, but it required more work than we anticipated. The guy's slippery like that.
So he's
We
a
got some good read
detective.
months ago.
He's a smart-ass detective. Shit. He recounts what he's been doing in the time we haven't seen each other. His usual work, the occasional small investigation in the big case, he's been stuck working on. Stuff he couldn't mention in the brief time we catch each other online. Although most of it are the trimmed down version, only things he can tell. He has always been careful about that. Even the way he spends his answers to my questions just enough to satisfy my curiosity, but not enough to paint the whole picture. At one point, his voice takes on a strained tone when he mentions something about the big case, but I don't dwell on it much. That's normal, right? I mean, who wouldn't be frustrated if you couldn't bring someone to justice because they kept slipping out of your fingers? If I were in his shoes, I definitely lose my mind. His stories never ceases to be entertaining to me regardless. If things weren't the way they were back home, maybe I would have considered taking on the same job as him. Well, no, not really. Mama would never allow that. But the idea is still there. Along with countless others I let go. Time passes quickly between us in this manner, and before I know it, we're already at the movie house. A small crowd has already formed in the front of the theater when we arrive. Point of no return, October 23rd, 2:48 p.m. That I would be surprised if that says Bakun as a reference to the lyrics from YouTube. I can't I can't really read the other ones very well. Something cat and then Pocket Chibi coming soon. Okay. the Liftfest, short of Luxembourg Independent Film and Theater Festival, attracts a bigger crowd annually, and this year's no different. I've only been to a few indie film screenings with Zach, so I'm not an expert on the matter. But I know that for people hoping to make a break in the industry, getting your film recognized by a local event like this is already a big deal, especially for a newcomer like Zach. He hasn't even won an award, but just getting a confirmation letter that the festival committee wants to include his movie in this year's lineup already put a grin on his face for weeks. Speaking of the guy, he's impossible to miss. At 6 feet, he appears to loom over most of the moviegoers, and with his large build and heavy voice, there's no surprise when people give him a wide berth as they pass by. It's often easy to mistake him for someone intimidating at first glance. I did back when I didn't know any better. Ash did too, I heard, once early in their friendship.
Oh, there's Zach.
Hey, how's it going, Zach?
Hey, you guys! Long time no see.
Hope your movie's good. Hope we get to watch the movie. Zach's face lights up with a smile of his own. He moves toward us with careful steps, taking a significant effort to make himself smaller so as to not bump or accidentally hit anyone. Typical Zach. I'm too tall. Let me through. As he nears, Ash casually raises his hand in greeting Anne.
Sup, Z-Man, my main man. What's crack-a-lackin', my homie?
What the freak? What kind of hello is that? Ooh. The awkwardness that descends within the immediate vicinity of our small group is palpable enough. Somewhere to our left, a girl giggles, and only then do I become aware of my mouth hanging open. I'm almost amazed how Ash can say that out loud with a straight face. Almost. Considering his track record, I should be used to it by now. Zach seems to be.
Yo, stop trying to act Black, Ashton. And you're the only one who calls me Z-Man.
Oh my god, that's priceless. That's nice. I love that. There's fondness underneath his exasperated tone. If this were any other person, he'd likely be offended, but years of friendship and familiarity have made those words harmless to the other's ears. Or at least enough for both of to take it in stride.
It's been a while, Zach. I hope you didn't get into trouble again.
Trouble. Well, should we tell him about the ghost and the curse and the letter and how bad things are gonna get?
Not much to get into trouble lately without you, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if something comes up, though.
Yep.
Nah, I ended up with Chicken Down stuck on me last time I agreed. I'd really love at least this year to pass without some sort of accident happening again.
Accident? What the hell is happening?
Hey, I take offense to that. It wasn't that bad.
You really have no idea.
A beat passes, and then Zach laughs.
Hey, I'm kidding. You know you can always count on me.
It's a story only the two of them are privy to. Every now and then, Ash will enlist Zach's help on something. Becca and I never really found out what the real big deal is with those adventures, as Ash calls it, and both aren't willing to tell due to some unspoken agreement. She insists that if it's Ash, it's likely not something illegal or life-threatening. I tend to believe her on that. Sometimes. Ah well, boys will be boys, I guess. Well, I'm a boy playing this game. I give Zach a small wave from behind Ash when his attention eventually turns to me.
Bella!
Oh, you finally noticed me or what?
Huh? Rebecca's not with you. Is she still sick?
A bit. But she's up and went to work this morning. You know she doesn't listen to anyone that's not Ash.
Yes, she does.
No, she doesn't. You're literally the only person she'll listen to when she's feeling stubborn.
Wait, so what if Ash likes Isabella and then Becca likes Ash? Ooh. And it's true, they've known each other far longer than any of us in the group, childhood friends and all.
But don't worry, Zach. She's probably on her way here now. She promised she wouldn't miss your movie.
No one's gonna miss it. We're all here.
Isabella! Oh, thank goodness!
Speak of the devil. Without warning, a hand grasps me by the shoulder and turns me around.
Becca, you're just in time.
I have to lean back a little with the way her face is almost invading my personal space, but she places her hand on the either side of my head to keep me still. She stares at me intently, concern filling her eyes.
Becca, you're squishing my face. How are you? Are you all right? Why wouldn't I be? Rose called me earlier.
Those 4 words tell me all I need to know. Oh, you know what? Should I continue or should I just... No, let's continue a little bit more. Since I don't have my family living close by and the only other relative I have here works on the far side of the country, I give my company Becca's contact number in case of emergency. I should have known Rose would call her. I push Becca's hands away from my face. Although she lets go, her eyebrows remain drawn together.
Oh, no, everything's good. Rose covered for me at work today. That's not what I'm talking about. How's your head?
Beside me, Ash snickers. I bite back the urge to elbow him in place of trying to avoid Becca's hand as she tries to reach out for the set area. I do my best to dodge her, all at once moving to hide behind Zach. Sorry for using you as a human shield, Zach.
Oh, it's nothing. I just slipped off a few steps on my way down. I blacked out for a few seconds and had a minor bump, but it's just that. You blacked out? It's not something to brush off. Come on, at least let me check it. It's extremely minor. You wouldn't even know it's there. Isabella, this isn't a laughing matter.
Oh,
She
jeez.
did look pale when I saw her.
That is good, though, that they're really good friends like that. Only if they would believe in the curse.
Wow, thanks a lot, Ashton, you traitor. I'll get you back for this. Just you wait.
What? I'm just saying it as it is. If you mentioned this earlier, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now.
I'm sorry. Saw her?
Yeah, they arrived together. Bella looked fine to me then. I don't know.
Something crosses Becca's face, but it's gone before I can figure what it is.
Oh, that's good. At least she didn't have to travel alone, right? At least. Good. See? I'm okay. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't. And I don't want to miss Zach's film. We can always watch it some other time. Sorry, Zachary.
No, it's good. But you guys should really keep it down. We're starting to attract some attention.
It's the premiere. The premiere's different. Right, Zach?
I show him a pleading look. Zach's a sensible guy. He'll understand. Please understand.
Not really. But Rebecca has a point.
Damn it. Didn't work. Oh,
In
shit.
the end, I think it's your call.
Oh, for heaven's sake. Please, Becca. I really don't want to miss it. You're not missing it. Oh, we're just moving it on a different day so we can have a...
Look, you guys.
Ash's loud sigh unexpectedly cuts through the conversation. He's pinching the bridge of his nose as he speaks, something he usually does when he's getting impatient.
If she says she's okay, then there's nothing we can do about it. It's not like we can stop her either. Besides, she's still acting like the same old Isabella to me, if she can still run around like that.
Why are you taking her side?
I'm not.
Oh my god. I really think she likes him, but she doesn't want him to like me. Not like me, like Isabella.
But if she wants to watch Zach's movie with us, I'm not going to stop her. She's probably the one looking forward to it the most.
This is
Gosh,
hilarious.
that's... You, of all people, should know...
Tell you what, if I notice something amiss with her, I'll take her to the nearest hospital myself. Is that good enough for you?
I already know the answer before Becca voices it out. Well, at least she releases a deep breath and nods. A bit with great reluctance, I immediately tackle her into a hug.
Thanks, Becca.
It's always been you with him, isn't it?
Did you say something?
Me? Nothing. Don't mind me.
Ah, she knows. She can sense it. Like, yeah.
If you say so.
Okay, guys, showtime's close, so I think I'm gonna get us some snacks. My treat. And then let's head inside. Anyone here has a smaller bill?
What is he, richer than us?
I think I do. Hold on.
I put myself off from Becca to get my wallet from my bag and...
What's this?
Uh-oh, it's already in Ash's hands before I can even react. Behind him, Becca and Zek are both given the piece of paper an intriguing look.
No! Give it back!
It's just a paper.
I don't care! Give it!
Looks ancient, too. Why do you keep this around?
I try to reach for it, but he holds the paper way above his head. I've never been particularly sensitive about my own height, but right now, I really wish I have that advantage over him.
Don't open it!
What's the big deal? It's not like it's a love letter. I don't see any reason to... Hold on a second. This isn't it?
No, it's not. It's the letter of the...
Even if it is, it's not for you.
Okay, now I'm curious.
Nah, shit.
I'm telling you, it's nothing like that. It's...
The rest of my words are lost when he unfolds the paper. I can't breathe. Oh, they read it. My heart feels stuck in my throat, pounding, threatening to burst out. Vaguely, I know how my hands are trembling at my sides, clasping them together doesn't do any good. They are still shaking, but I hang on to them regardless. The awful, sick weight that has taken its core in my stomach back in the open house returns full force. How do I fix this? How do I fix this? How do I fix this? Someone please. Today is turning out to be a horrible nightmare.
Send this to 5 people or else. Well, that's interesting.
Guys, I think we should listen to Bella first.
Aren't you a few days early for Halloween?
Ash waves the paper in front of me, giving me a fleeting glimpse of its content. I don't need to see it. I don't want to see. The letters, the words, every stroke written in blood is already embedded in my mind. Maybe I should have just thrown it away when I had the chance. That way.
It's not a prank.
It makes all of them stop. Even I am surprised with how steady my voice is.
What did you say?
This isn't a prank! I saw something!
Ah, looks like I'm gonna tell them about the curse.
Hold on. Are we still talking about this paper? Or is it about the urban legend again?
Both. I know it sounds ridiculous.
You're saying this is a primitive version of a chain letter, and now that we've seen it, we're now cursed. You've got to be kidding me.
See? This is why I didn't want to tell you guys.
Isabella, aren't you taking this a bit too far?
But hasn't it been 6 people who already seen it?
It's not a joke. Will you guys listen to me
Oh.
first? I saw something in the house earlier. It stood right in front of me. If I hadn't gotten away, that thing
Might have killed Isabella.
Right.
That was intense.
And in broad daylight, Isabella. Even someone gullible would find the logic in that screwed up.
There's also no way in hell that this supernatural shit is true.
Supernatural, she will. It happened. I saw it with my own eyes.
But it's real. What do you think I saw?
Oh shit, look at her reaction.
Hallucination? A delusion? Didn't you say you fell down some stairs? So maybe Rebecca's right.
It happened after, when I was trying to get away. I almost got stuck in the same room with that thing.
Oh,
All in danger.
that was whenever the stream got messed up and I needed to
Why
tap
don't
the
you believe
doorknob.
me?
Tap on the screen to be like, to escape from the trying to open the door.
We are, and you know that. But this thing and that thing has got nothing to do with the other. When Rose called earlier, I thought she's just exaggerating. But based on what I'm seeing right now, maybe it's better if we really postpone this for now.
Don't bother.
Without another word, I snatched the letter out of Ash's hands and stuffed it back in my bag with a more fierce than necessary. I'm tired. I got cursed, saw a ghost, probably lost a sale, got kicked out of the open house I'm supposed to be hosting. My own friends won't believe me, and all of them think I'm crazy. To top it all off, there's a dull ache at the back of my head, begging for a little attention. I can't afford to give right now. Honestly, there's only so much a person can take within a single day. I just want to go home, curl up in my bed, and never think about today. But before I can take a single step away from the group,
Guys!
Zach rarely ever raises his voice, even when there's a point he wants to drive home, and hear him take that on that tone completely throws me off. Even Ash and Becca, whatever harsh words we had to come out of from the argument, immediately die on our tongues.
Why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her. And hey, ain't this supposed to be a happy get-together? We haven't seen each other for months. I'd really love to know what y'all have been up to. I only ever get to talk to Bella over chat. Please?
He has a point. Ash, for all his attempts to look cool and distant, has also been looking forward to this. He even took the time to call this morning for a reminder. He never does that. Becca, too. I'm pretty sure that's another reason why she got out of bed today. Yet, despite Zach's attempts to lighten things up, or Ash's and Becca's acquiescing gestures, the tightness in my chest remains. I should have just kept it to myself, or at least went with the idea that it's a prank. If I did, things might not have turned out to the way they had. No sour mood, no bad vibes. Careless, so careless. Maybe leaving is the better decision for all of us. Go home or stay for the movie. You know what? I'm gonna leave it as an option. As for tomorrow's stream, so if you want to catch up, watch episode 1 and then watch episode 2, which will be this one, and watch it all, and then I'll stream it again tomorrow, and you'll see whatever choice I choose. Anyways, I'll be streaming on Twitch next, so also patch my streams on Twitch. They're saved there, so you can always go back and look at them. And so yeah, go follow me on Twitch, and then check out my social medias. It's down in the description. Everything's down there. And yeah, share the video, share the channel, and just share, enjoy. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, tune in tomorrow, and I'll stream this again to find out what happens next. Catch ya later.